This looks familiar, doesn't it? Where have I seen this before? So, for those of you who don't know, my most viewed video is a little video I done almost a year ago, which was about me passing my driving test and me giving hints and tips on it. It was a 20-minute video. Not really, I think I'd done like 3 or 4 cuts in the entire thing. It ends weirdly, but a lot of people liked it. It has like 500 and something likes, 48,000 views or something. And I really hope it did help a lot of people. But it has been pretty much 1 year now since I passed my driving test, almost a year. It's gonna be like, it'll be a year in about 3 weeks or so. I don't really know exactly, but I wanted to make this video to see if I actually still remember, or if I still use a lot of the stuff they taught us in the driving lessons and what we done in the driving test. Because it's kind of like the whole thing of school, and it's like they teach you all this stuff, but how much of it is actually useful and how much of it do you actually use? So I just wanted to do a video on this, and I have been driving literally since then. Like I drive really regularly. It's not like, I'm not one of those people who pass and then don't drive for months because they don't have a car or something. I've been driving this entire time. I drive to work and everything, so yeah. So in your driving lessons and everything like that, and in the driving test, they ask you the question of like, what's under the bonnet or the hood? And honestly, since I passed my test, I haven't even had to lift the hood up once. Which is actually crazy. In a whole year I haven't even had to like check the bonnet. And yeah, to make a long story short, I basically don't even really remember what everything is called under the bonnet. So the whole question that they give you of like, what's this called and what's that called and everything under the bonnet, kind of is pointless in my opinion. Not pointless, okay, no, I guess it does teach you something, but I just haven't had to use it in a year. I guess I will have to use it eventually, but yeah, it's quite weird that after an entire year of driving I still haven't had to open the bonnet. So now we're going to see how I actually deal with that after a year of not having to do it, and see if I actually know what anything is. Wish me luck. So there I am, walking to my car, and here I'm just trying to work out how to actually open the bonnet in the first place. So as you can see, I'm in there, looking around inside there. You see a little jump just there? That's like a 10-minute wait of me just trying to work out how to even open the bonnet. I'm coming out, I'm like, oh no, I'm looking at my phone, I'm going on the internet. Looks like the time of day just changed there. It's taking this long. I'm still looking on the internet of how to do it. And there's another time change right there. Oh, and there the bonnet goes, there it goes, the bonnet just opened. I'm out, I'm like, yes, here we go, here we go. I'm checking how to actually unlatch it now. I'm like, how do I do this? What is going on here? How do I do this? Once again, looking at the internet, how to actually unlatch it, and there I go, I'm putting my hands underneath, and yeah, that's me just like looking at my cat. My cat's behind the fence. I'm just like, you're right, little Smudge. That's my cat, Smudge. That's her name. Yeah, I'm still trying to work out how to open it, and there you go. I think I'm just about to unlatch it now. There you go, I found it, unlatched it. And now I'm putting the little stick up, open it, keeping the bonnet open. Got to do that. And now I'm just like, what am I doing now? What have I got to do? I don't look. This is what it looks like. I'm like, what is going on there? What is going on there right now? And then I see my mum. My mum's in the window. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, what are you doing? I'm like, what? She opens the door. I'm like, what? Seriously, what? And then I'm like, do you know where that little stick thing, the oily stick thing is? And she's like, what oily stick thing? And she's laughing right now. And I'm like, is it that thing there? She's like, I don't know. Oh, you're talking about this. And she pulls out the oil stick thing, which I can't remember the name of, which you like dip in the oil and see if the oil is full or something. And she's just showing me how to do it. And I'm like, oh, cool, cool, thanks. I thought it was that. But yeah, that's my reaction to that. Yes, that didn't work. And by the way, I'm in a change of position right now, because that position where the camera was has always been a pretty annoying position because I can't see the screen. And yeah, I'm also gonna probably have to drive off for this next bit to demonstrate some of the maneuvers and how and whether I use them, whether I do them in the same way that we were taught to do them. Sorry, there's just a guy walking around with a chainsaw. So anyway, yeah, we're gonna go and do that. So I'm in the next location. I'm on a bit of a hill, so if it's a bit like slanted to the side, then that's why. So we're gonna try a maneuver. We're gonna do the classic parallel parking. I used to hate doing parallel parking. It was literally my least favorite one. I think I mentioned that in my driving test video. And the classic thing is that they teach you to line up the mirrors and all this kind of stuff. But I'm gonna try it now and I'm gonna see if I actually do that, because I'm just gonna do it the way that I naturally would do it nowadays. To be honest, I try and avoid. I've been driving for a year and I haven't really had to do parallel. I think I've done it like 2 or 3 times. I try to avoid it as much as possible. If there's a better parking space, then I'll park there. So anyway, we're gonna see. Hopefully you'll still hear me when the engine turns on. Yeah, you should easily be able to hear me. Also, if the camera topples over, that is not my fault. We are moving. So there's a car right in front of me. It's a nice little Vauxhall. And let's see what I do. What do I do? Yeah, so the Vauxhall was facing towards me. So the Vauxhall was facing in the opposite direction to me. And I'm just lining up my wing mirror with the back of the window, not even the back. Now there's a van coming behind me. It's all going wrong today. And I don't know if you can even see that van. There's another van coming in front of me, but this just doesn't happen in tests, and it's coming behind me. My God, it is chaos out here. There's 3 vans now. There's 3 vans. It's getting absolutely mad. Them two are about to crash into each other. What is going on? He's got his top off, and a car has just come out in front of them. This just shows that, I mean, what are they doing? Yeah, this just shows that you do, like, driving tests and driving lessons, they just don't prepare you for this kind of stuff. This is real life. We are in real life right now. This is a real situation. And there you go, I am parked. That was more dramatic than it had to be, wasn't it? So yeah, parallel parking, what can I say about that? I don't do it how we're taught to do it. I do it in kind of my own way. Like, if what just happened there with the car facing the opposite direction, I believe they teach you something like line the wing mirror up with the back of the car or something. But yeah, I don't think that's what it's all about. Is there a guy literally right there? Yeah, there. Is he on a ladder? Yeah, you can see him. I swear, you can't go anywhere without random people popping up. Anyway, we're going to do a reverse around a corner now, see what goes on there. You're going to see me rolling, patrolling. Oh my, I swear everyone just stares at me. I mean, why would anyone stare at me? I've just got a massive camera in the car. It's not a big deal. So there's a corner just here. I'm gonna reverse around it, hopefully. Or maybe not. Actually, no, yeah, I can do this, This is a piece of cake. That's what I will tell myself anyway. Oh, and there's a drive. There's actually a driving lesson going on right now, I think. Let me see if I can show you. Just there. Yeah. Have I even been in focus this whole time? I think I have, yeah. Anyway, so we're gonna do a reverse around the corner. So the parallel parking, nothing. I don't really do it like how you're taught to. They say line your wing mirror up the back. I just kind of do it with wherever I feel comfortable, really, and wherever I think it's going to work. Probably not the best idea, to be fair, but I'm just saying, in the real world, it just doesn't seem to happen like they teach you. Now we're going to do a reverse around the corner. They say something like you have to be a certain distance away from the corner, don't they? Or something like that. I don't even remember. This is the least helpful video compared to my how to pass a driving test video. This one's not very helpful right now. But I think they kind of tell you to be a certain distance away from the corner. I'm not even that far away from it. I'm like right next to it. This is how I would do it in real life. I haven't even had to use this maneuver in real life, I don't think. So this is going to be interesting. I'm reversing now, everyone. I am reversing now. I've done all my checks. It may not have looked like it, but I really, really did. I'm reversing now. This is going smoothly. And boom. I'm pretty much done there. How many weird people are around this area? People walking around with hoodies on and no t-shirt. Yeah, reverse around the corner. Was it the same as how I was taught? I don't think it was, to be honest. What else is there? What other manoeuvres are there? Oh, of course, a turn in the road. Well, a turn in the road, so they used to call it a 3-point turn. It's just called a turn in the road now because you're allowed to do it as many times as you want, pretty much. Unless it's like a ridiculous amount, and then I think they will give you a mark. But let's see how I do with a turn in the road. What do I do and how many times do I turn? How many manoeuvres do I do? Do I do 3? Do I do 8? Who knows? So I'm going to turn right now. Boom. I've gone for it, it's happening, Yeah, see, look, I'm not even, there's literally like no one around here, so. Yeah, that's literally a 3-point turn just there. Just on three manoeuvres right there, so. I guess that one's pretty much how they teach you to do it, except they do it like every time you stop, look around. But I feel like in a situation that I was just in where the road is clearly empty, you just go for it. So the rest I'm not going to like demonstrate, and I don't even know why I am demonstrating them because you can't see anything of what I'm actually doing. But another thing I'd want to talk about is roundabouts, because roundabouts are hard to get your head round. Roundabouts to me now are actually nowhere near as hard as I used to think they were. I used to think roundabouts were like the hardest thing, and they're just not anymore. Except I must admit, like 3-lane roundabouts can be a bit tricky. But roundabouts are nowhere near as hard as they are when you first start. Like roundabouts are a lot of people's least favourite things. But seriously, I think roundabouts are one of the ones that you get used to the quickest, and they become really easy. The thing I used to find hardest about roundabouts was when they used to be like second exit or whatever, and I just used to get that confused. Like I'd get like the third and fourth exit like mixed up or whatever. I'd sometimes go to the one exit more than they said, or one below what they said. And then traffic lights I used to hate as well. Like if you were turning at a traffic light, I used to hate that. If you were turning right at a traffic light anyway. But even that isn't a problem anymore. I think just that kind of stuff is just, I used to get kind of freaked out about it because I wasn't good at the clutch. But I'm just saying, this is meant to kind of comfort people. You get used to it so quickly. If any of you, this is more a video aimed at people who have just passed or are about to do their test, and they wonder like how much of it is actually useful information. And you know what, the only thing that I hate now, the only thing I don't like after a year of driving is motorways or highways, whatever you want to call them, because you don't get taught how to drive on a motorway unless you pay for the extra lessons or whatever. You pay for the extra, like you get taught how to drive at night and on the motorway. But I didn't do that because I didn't want to. I'm having to learn now how to properly do it, and I'm getting used to it now. But when I started doing motorways, I hated them. Like, you just feel like you're going so fast, and the steering wheel was like bumping around, like going crazy, and you're like down, and so you're like holding it so tight. But yeah, I'd say that's probably the only thing that I struggle with now, and I don't really like. And also driving down really really narrow roads, like that sometimes freaks me out a bit because I just kind of feel like I'm gonna scratch something or something. But yeah, they're really like not massive problems. And if any of you have any, I know that kid. Yeah, if any of you have any fears about your tests or anything, just do not worry. Like, go watch my other driving test video that like is meant to comfort people. I hope it does its job and does comfort people. Yeah, this is more just a follow-up video, just to say a lot of the stuff you do learn doesn't really become useful all the time. That's what I'm saying. It's hard to explain really, but yeah, I just thought I should do a little follow-up of that video almost a year later. And yeah, if you want to learn anything more about driving or any other driving types of videos, then please let me know. Also, this video isn't going to end abruptly like the original driving test video, because I think I'm like halfway through a sentence, it just cuts because my battery ran out or something, so it's kind of dumb. Sorry, I was just looking at my cat. I'm getting so distracted today. This is why you shouldn't drive around while making a video. But yes, thank you very much for watching. I hope it was helpful in some way or whatever. I'd say the only one other thing that I'm not that great at as well is maybe when you have to pass a cyclist. It's not that I'm not good at them, I just don't like doing that, because they teach you to go so far around cyclists, and they're like, yeah, if there's not enough room, don't go around them, and then you just have a massive queue behind you and it's so awkward. But when you see other cars do it, they go so close to them, so I'm kind of getting over that now. But yeah, cyclists can be a bit of a hard one. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this or whatever. I hope it was helpful. I guess, yeah, it's not really something to enjoy, but I guess it was a bit dramatic as well. And yeah, this is just spontaneous, to be honest. I just thought I should do a little follow-up of that that original video, and I think I have another one planned soon as well that's car related. But as I say, I'll see you all next time. Go check out the original driving test video if you haven't already. Good luck to all of you who have any tests. Do not panic, it will all be fine in the end. And trust me, when you've been driving for a year, it feels like you've been driving for years. Yeah, sorry, that was just dramatic. That's just not really true. But yeah, I'll see you next time. When you've been driving for a year, it really does feel so easy. It's like second nature. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video. Simples. Peace.